is half of that person's remaining lifespan.
No, that's not a good deal.
That's crazy.
It's not a good deal. It's not even helping him. At least,
I think he cannot recover from
he's past redemption.
Unless he gets the life note and then he starts reviving all those people.
Resurrecting all the criminals.
Yeah. But judging by the name of the show, I don't know what the likelihood of that.
Yeah.
And also what I wanted to say, like the walking house castle.
House walking castle, something like that, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was also the Howl guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Howl,
Yeah.
yeah.
Who
He was
turned
also
into
like- Yeah. He was like super.
I love that movie.
He was good, but so tragic as well.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he belonged to this
Yeah,
dark world or whatever. So I don't know.
definitely.
I feel like
I mean,
it's been.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, at least I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen most animes. I think there are a lot that are like maybe a bit more chill and a bit more for kids. But all of my favorite ones, they always have like a lot of tragedy attached to.
And
main
I love
characters.
that
Yeah,
about
I love
anime.
that. Yeah,
Actually.
it's not your straightforward, like
Yeah.
good versus bad situation usually. But yeah,
And interestingly, I think that in anime, tragedies are more. I don't know.
Felt.
Yeah, kinda. Don't you think?
in what way?
I don't know. Maybe it's the graphics. Maybe it's the.
No, I don't know. For me, I agree.
I also
I
agree.
think
It's
so as
kind of
well.
more
I don't know what it
emphasized
is.
and like you feel it more. I don't know.
I think
why.
that
Yeah.
It's
I
like
think,
deeper.
Definitely,
yeah,
I
but
get
I-
that feeling too.
but I think it also comes from the fact that the setup story is usually much more tragic than you would put in a like movie with real people.
Maybe.
I mean, if you also compare it to just like usual cartoons or
Yeah, but usual cartoons, name one.
not
with
like
actual
Peppa Pig.
trauma.
Like, I don't
No,
know,
like
so-
anything, like even like Hercules. There's no like sure.
No,
No,
there's
but
a
it's not
little
really
traumatic,
comparable because like cartoons as we know them, they're like kids shows.
Exactly.
You as
There's
an
not
adult, you
mu-
can
not
still
much-
extract pleasure from them and
Yeah,
like
I
have
understand.
adult themes in them. But
Yeah.
like animes are full on like
Yeah.
adult. Like they're not really meant for kids.
Okay.
They explore like crazy things. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's so many that are just like Vinland Saga. You're gonna have to watch that eventually. That is absolutely crazy. It's very hard show, but it's like in terms of
Have you both
the
watched
exploration of like
Yeah.
human soul, it is so deep. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's true.
I
It's
would love to
actually
watch it.
insane. Yeah.
I loved
I
the
love
Blue-Eyed
Vinland Saga.
Samurai.
Oh yeah, that was good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah. I don't think it was like so deep, but it was super stylish.
I didn't
Very
watch
good.
it.
It's really good.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Up to this point, we've received 3,029 responses about the murders via telephone and email. Most of these have been curious citizens and prank calls, but
Prank calls, of course.
however, nobody could provide any information that wasn't already publicly available. This week, there were an additional 21 people who called in claiming to be Kira.
Why would someone do that?
Also, concerning L's request that we investigate the time of death for each victim, we found that all of them occurred between the hours of 4 p.m. and 2 a.m. on weekdays.
He's done. He's cooked. It's over. It's over.
And holidays appear
Pack
to
him
be
up.
exceptions to this
Pack him up.
Holidays appear to be exception.
Yeah.
True.
Exactly.
So he's a school.
So they got him that he's in
so
school.
it looks like he has a bedtime.
and a
It's so
holiday.
A curfew.
Now it once again feels like how's their season? Because but now the other way. Now the client is already packed up. Before we're like, okay, it's done because he has a
Yeah.
death note.
Sorry, 3 episodes is enough to.
It suggests that given the times of death, our suspect could very well be a student. Based on the fact that Kira's only killing criminals, I think it's safe to assume that he's driven by a very idealistic notion of justice.
Ooh.
Possible he may even aspire to be some sort
There
of
we go.
godlike figure.
He got him down
L
to a T.
is just.
Concept of right and wrong.
True. Finally, bro. Look at this guy. Why is he not the main character? Or is he?
What is
Yes.
he?
We must consider every possibility. I believe that is the shortest route to finding and arresting Kira. Please continue with your report.
Well, I'm not saying this to support Kira or to condone the murders.
It's a good start.
We've observed a dramatic decrease in the number of violent crimes committed.
Ooh, that's a bit of a sticky one still.
That's when it starts.
Yeah.
Anything else?
What do you say to that?
No, increase in crimes being committed.
Decrease.
Decrease.
So he's saying Kira is working
Yeah.
in intended ways in some
Yeah.
capacity.
Mm-hmm.
People are scared to do crimes now.
Wait, but didn't he like kill convicted criminals?
Yeah.
So the decrease in crimes comes from other criminals being afraid. Once
Yeah.
you're convicted,
Yes.
you can't commit a crime.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct,
yeah.
exactly.
It's-
But
yeah.
that's exactly that's
That's
the
how-
whole thing
that's how
that
it works.
that's how he thought, how Light planned it
Okay.
as well. That he's going to deter others from doing crime.
I see.
And it's
It's
one
like
thing.
scared because if the only thing deterring you from crime is death of heart attack, that's pretty messed up.
Going to jail is one thing, but then you know there's now it's been proven that there's this guy out there that is somehow passing judgment on the wicked and eliminating them at will with no even presence there or anything like that. You know,
So you're
that's
just
kind of
scared.
crazy. You know, it's,
Yeah, it is crazy.
Also, don't you think that this is this like a police department or what?
yeah.
This is
It's kind of overinflated. Like there's so many people, the amount of people, and only L is bringing value.
Yeah.
and also
Another
they're all men.
They're all men.
See
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, well, it's 2007.
No women lived back then.
I mean, they are doing the reporting, to be honest. They're
They were all
collecting
born in
data.
2008.
I would like you to go back and take a closer look at the exact way in which the victims' identities were made public. Be as thorough as possible.
In particular, I want to know if photos of the victims were made available.
It's done. It's over.
He's so smart. I still do think that L knows about the Death Note.
You think so?
Like, I think he's familiar with the concept.
Okay.
Interesting.
Are these sleeping much?
Ah, thank you. That'll do the trick. I feel all these late nights are starting to take their toll.
Maybe this is L.
Plot twist.
I wanted to apologize.
What on earth are you talking about? Nobody said it would be easy to speak the truth, but it has to be done. Having said that, if you'd gone on to say that we should commend Kira for doing such a great job of reducing violent crime, then yes, I might have had a little problem with that.
I knew I could count on you, Light.
Hey, so do you think you're ready to try a few on your own now?
Ryuk.
Welcome home, dear.
Thank you.
He's home really early today.
Hey!
Oh my god.
He's gonna kill
That is
his
gonna
dad?
be the guy who's investigating this.
Yeah.
Oh, Diana, did you
Voice.
write this show?
No.
I thought you got him by the voice.
I mean, I don't know.
But
I
yeah,
just
that's
got
crazy.
this-
That's crazy. Nice.
And me completely clueless. Like,
What?
Look.
completely clueless.
Finally, someone more clueless than me.
Relaxed? Of course. If the police try to come after me, I'm pretty confident I've got something that'll give me the advantage.
My dad is chief of police.
This for dinner. You hungry, Dad?
Yeah, it's been a long day.
That's crazy.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
Even
And he
Rook
doesn't
is
even
like,
know that his son.
So, Light, tell me, how are your studies going?
My big brother's a genius.
That's my son. We're all proud of you, Light.
All moms are the same. My son is so great. He kills people, but
He's just
whatever.
jealous.
He's top of his class.
Well, he's a policeman. The reason why you're so confident? That's right. It's easy for me to hack into Dad's computer. Here we go.
It's gonna be his birthday.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, isn't that interesting? Looks like the police are already beginning to suspect a student. I guess that means you're in trouble. If the cause of death is not specified, the person will simply die of a heart attack.
No, he's gonna start specifying.
The details of the death should be written in the next 6 minutes and 40 seconds. That sound right to you, Ryuk? Then I should be able to write down all the details, including time of death afterwards, shouldn't I? Looks like I'll be able to provide you with more entertainment now.
Okay, he's gonna change the times now?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna pre-order the murders.
Schedule.
Literally, it's like schedule. Outlook scheduling.
I mean, if anything, this kind of makes him even more suspicious because, like,
Because once they were.
as soon as they suspect a student,
He's like,
the
no.
times
times
are
change.
changed.
Yeah.
Considering that this new pattern has been going on for 2 weekdays,
It does punch some holes in the theory that our suspect is a student.
Maybe not. Anybody can skip 2 days of school.
True. You did clearly.
Ask yourselves, why every hour? And why are all these victims in prisons where they are sure to be discovered immediately? I believe Kira is telling us that not only can he kill from a distance, but he can also determine the time of death.
But something's not right. As soon as we began to suspect that Kira might be a student, the pacing of the killings changed. This can only mean that Kira has access to police information. Direct challenge to me.
I'd say Elle is probably starting to sweat a little by now.
I just love his face expression.
If Elle's as good as they say, by now he should be starting to suspect someone with connections to the police.
Okay, he's anticipating that.
This is one fact that cannot be ignored. But what does he get out of all this?
Nice setup.
Feels like he's also a student.
Connections to the police makes it easier for them to find you than when they just suspected you were a student.
To get close to Elle, so I can eliminate him. What's especially important is that Elle and the investigators don't trust each other at all. Elle discovers that I'm somehow getting confidential information. He'll be obligated to start investigating the police to find the source of the leak. Elle will investigate the police, and they will be investigating Elle.
That's neat. That's neat too.
I can let the police do that for me.
Okay, yeah, that is a strong move. No wonder he's a top student. Thinking outside the box.
What? But wait, the next one. The owner of the note can recognize the image and voice of its original owner.
You got it, so that's why I didn't see them. Yeah.
with all due respect, Chief, we're resigning.
Kira has some ESP-like power that somehow allows him to kill people indirectly, from anywhere.
Well, if I were Kira, sir, I'd probably want to try and get rid of the people who were trying to catch me.
But then again, El never had to show his face or reveal his name for that matter. Well, it turns out he was right. Every single one of those victims' names and photos were broadcast to the Japanese public, and then they died. We're out there investigating this case wearing police IDs with our names and photos on them. For these reasons, we refuse to continue working this case. Excuse us, Chief.
Just when I said the department was overinflated.
You manifested it. Damn, really no table?
Well, nothing in his room. It's just the computer.
Large X. Now pay attention because this is important.
Why is Bro just trotting around in algebra class?
I would actually love this.
What?
To be invisible. Justice.
Batman.
There are 141 people in the police force who have access to classified information regarding the investigation.
From uncatchable down to 141?
You got a second?
I already told you, Ryuk. You can't talk to me in public.
In that case, I'll talk, you just listen. If you don't want to hear me, you can plug your ears or something. First of all, I don't have anything against you. I actually think the notebook couldn't have been picked up by a better person.
That's true.
But make no mistake, Light, I'm not on your side or El's side. I'm not here to support you or give you my opinion, I'm just a spectator. But as your roommate, I might have a few things to say now and then. The only reason I'm gonna tell you this is because personally it's starting to creep me out.
Even the god of death is like...
You're being followed by another human. He's watching you right now.
It's not raining now. He's sweating.
I realize there's no way he can see me. But because I'm always following behind you wherever you go, I feel like I'm constantly being watched.
Wow, he's pretty touchy-feely for it.
He's very sensitive for the god of death.
Yeah.
Does this mean Elle is already starting to suspect the police? Above all, I need my stalker's name. Once I figure that out, I can get rid of him for good.
Crazy. Once you get this power, you
Yeah,
don't
he's
stop.
ready to eliminate anyone.
Gami and a human who has a death note different. Well, there are two things.
No eyelids.
Halloween costume next year? Question mark.
You sure are talkative today.
It's because we are able to take human lifespans for ourselves. 60 minus 40 equals 20. Now those 20 years taken from someone in the human world are added to that god of death's life.
That's pretty crazy incentive
Yeah.
for them.
Wouldn't you want to just kill everyone?
Note, your lifespan will not increase. That is the first difference between gods of death and humans who possess a death note.
Okay.
Just flexing?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't banking on that anyway.
Yeah.
Because through a Shinigami's eyes, a human's name can be seen above their head.
05.
That we see their lifespan as well. That's right. I'm able to see your name and lifespan right now.
That's insane.
However, if a Shinigami drops his death note and a human picks it up, he can grant that human the eyes of a Shinigami.
He can what?
Grant him his eyes.
The price for having a Shinigami's eyes is half of that person's remaining lifespan.
No, that's not a good deal.
That's crazy.
It's not a good deal. It's not even helping him.
No, but he could kill a stalker right now, for example.
I see. And since you've made it clear you're not on anyone's side, and won't help me out, you wouldn't just give me the names of people I wanted to kill.
Worth a try.
I'd have to pay for them.
That's right. It's a key part of the
Try again.
you're bound by. I'll say this once more. Give me half your remaining lifespan, and I'll give you the Shinigami eye.
No.
I'll be able to know everyone's name
It's
just
not a
by
good deal.
looking at them.
I don't think so either.
If I had that power, the death
It's a
note would
horrible
only be
deal.
easier to use.
Especially if his eyes also start looking like his. That's definitely not a good deal.
That's just a very bad deal.
It's definitely not worth it. Like,
It's not worth it at all. I mean, you can
Just
just
for the
try
stalker?
and figure it out, like who your stalker is.
you already have an insane advantage.
I know. This is just like
It's like
half
using
your
ChatGPT.
remaining lifespan.
Yeah, now you can just instantly kill everyone you want. Okay, your killing efficiency goes up like tenfold, but like, what's the point?
Exactly.
Especially, like, even if you are this psychopath like him, surely you would want to do this for as long as possible, rather than.
I know. I mean, it's a horrible deal, but
It's a
it
horrible
looks like
deal.
he's gonna take it.
I don't know.
I mean, he definitely will. I also like how Shinigami is uncovering new possibilities.
Yeah, later, much later.
He's just dropping the lore as we go.
Yeah.
It's like, by the way, however.
Yeah.
He's really funny.
Yeah.
His facial expression, I just love.
I mean, if his remaining lifespan is like 1 year, then maybe it's worth it. But if it's like normal lifespan, then definitely not.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy. He's gonna take it though.
You think so?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so he's like,
He's
I don't
crazy
know,
enough.
let's say he's like 17 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Even like 20, just for the sake of it.
Okay.
If his lifespan is like to live up to 70,
Yeah.
Okay, that's 50 years.
yeah,
Yes.
which is crazy. He's only gonna live up to 45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead
So
of
it's 25
70.
years.
It's a horrible deal.
That's
It's
a
a
terrible
horrible
deal.
deal.
Terrible.
That's
Trash
what
deal.
I'm saying.
Trash deal.
For what?
To eliminate his stalker and L.
Yeah,
But he can't even see Al, so
Yeah,
like,
I
what's
know.
the-
that's true.
But then,
But let's say he
He's
finds
stalker.
out. Like, how's he gonna get his real name, for example, out of him? Beat him out of him. Beat it out
No,
of him.
he would see it.
No, but I'm saying
No,
if he didn't have
doesn't,
the eyes,
then-
right? So the eyes do still
Oh.
have some value.
but didn't he have a plan for the police to find?
Yeah.
How's
That's
who
why
L is?
I think it's a shit deal, and I don't think he should be taking it.
I mean, with L, he can just actually kill him, like stab or
That's
At this
true.
point, at this point, it seems like he's not gonna put that past him.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, what's the difference, right?
Yeah, if push comes to shove,
Yeah.
might as well.
It's not going to happen anyway.
That's
Or
yeah,
help,
that's already
so.
off the table. So
So he's not losing anything.
that's actually true. Like once you use the Death Note, you're probably destined to go to hell anyway.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to heaven or hell, that's kind of a plus
It's
for
a
you
deal.
at that point.
Yeah, it's like a carte blanche.
Yeah, might as well just.
But maybe the point is that you're just gonna be like, your soul is just gonna be there for eternity.
That's
which
what
is-
Rook said. Yeah, you will only know pain known to people who've done this.
I feel like he's gonna take it.
You
I
think
also
so?
think so.
I mean, once, because it's like it's just on the table now.
That's true. The fact that it
Yeah.
even exists,
Yeah.
and then we know of it, but it could come into play in other ways.
Maybe he's just gonna stay on the table. And then at some point the situation is gonna occur where he's gonna be so desperate. He's
That's
gonna give
interesting.
it to me, give it to me.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's
Chekhov's
good
gun
one.
right there.
I know.
Maybe he's actually gonna meet Al, and then he won't have any other way of finding out his name. So he'll be like, give it to me now, just because he's so greedy.
It's possible that he will be put in a situation where
Yeah.
he will have no other option other than to take the deal.
Or maybe he'll be dying already,
Hmm.
and he'll be like, I don't care.
I want to kill a couple more people before I go home. Give me that shit.
The only joy I have in life. This and being the top of my class.
And reading is my passion.
Reciting a line from the book.
Helping my sister with her homework.
Putting letters into
and
words.
killing people.
In between.
Two hobbies.
No in between.
It was really cool. I loved it.
Yeah.
That was great.
Liking it so far?
Yeah, very interesting.
Very much.
Yeah. Very exciting start.
Yes.
All right. I think there's nothing else to be said at this point in time. So we'll catch you in the next one.
Goodbye.